guys, this episode on Goldenshroom, we are going to talk about the new Pokemon games, X and Y, which is Generation 6 for those of you keeping count.
And after such a long time of having the Pokemon, not Pokemon, but the Nintendo 3DS out, Nintendo actually had the bright idea to have a Pokemon game on the 3DS. Good job, Nintendo.
And it's actually going to have a 3D graphical style also. And it's also the first, actual Pokemon game that's like this for 3DS, since we're not counting Grumble Blast, because that wasn't anything like these Pokemon games.
Oh yeah.
And also, this game is coming out globally in October. So now we don't have to watch Japan play it for like a month or two before we get it.
I don't really mind that because I like to look at the Pokédex before I actually get the game.
Yeah, but we have more surprise now.
Dead gum. Okay, so all I basically know is the starters look pretty cool, except for Froakie, the water type that looks like an old man, in my opinion. It's like a frog with facial hair. That's about it.
My theory is that most likely, okay, look, usually for Pokemon games, they'll come out with a third game, unless you count Black and White.
So they're gonna have Z.
Black too. Okay, steal my thunder.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I'll do it again. But I personally think that the Pokemon Finnegan is pretty cool looking. But I honestly love Vulpix, Ninetales, Growlithe. I like fire types more than water. Grass types.
Finnegan's name partially reminds me of Finnegan.
That guy was freaking awesome. Just saying. So anything you got to say, Casey? Or no, but my bad.
Well, since me and Gold here, ever since Heart Gold and Soul Silver, we have been getting the opposite game of each other for 2 gameplays. Meaning, I got Soul Silver, he got Heart Gold. I got Black, he got White. I got Black too, he got White too.
Racist.
I'm getting Y, he's getting X. We are not racist. And yeah, and then we'll both get Z, and yeah,
Now,
most likely. But there are the new starters, which Brett mentioned. Of course, the grass type, Chespin, and doesn't look like that bad for Pokemon.
by the way, I'll try and put a few pictures at the end of the video, like the starters that I'm not able to put in the video right now, just so you guys can see. Just saying.
Looks kind of like a fox, and hopefully Vulpix won't get jealous about this, since now it's not the only Firefox first evolution.
Well, actually, Vulpix is a fox. A Finnegan is basically like a fire.
It's a fox.
No, it's not. It's not a fox.
It's a fox,
No,
Brett.
it's not. It is not a fox.
Yes, it is.
It's one of those things that people are always like, oh, you're like chinchilla. It looks like a chinchilla.
It's a fox.
Oh, wait, no, that was, what's its face? It's Minchino, that was the chinchilla, my bad. But I don't think Finnegan and Vulpix are copies, but they're pretty similar. They're both awesome.
Except Finnegan has a lighter color to its main primary color for its body. And then, of course, Froakie, which Brett mentioned, which is, the water type. And, yeah, combination of frog and croak. And then the E at the end. So, basically, to me, if they do have it in its final type, if they have it be a dual type like they've had lately, I have a feeling it might be water and ice.
It's gonna be like a sumo frog, I think, because I think I just saw a picture of it, and it looked like a giant frog.
Oh, and one new thing about this game is the dynamic battle camera. Meaning, basically, instead of just, we've had something kind of like this, where it would just zoom in on the Pokemon and then show the moves, but now it's going to be a whole lot more cinematic. Like, zooming in on the front of the Pokemon, watching it move around, kind of.
So sort of like Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah, basically like that. And they have the legendary chromosomes. So basically, we have the Y-shaped bird monster, Yveltal, and which is most likely mascot for Pokemon Y, and then X-shaped deer monster, Xerneas. So, at the bird, well, Brett will probably try to put an image around here, and basically if you compare it to the Pokemon Y logo, the tips of the wings and the bottom of it look a tad bit like the logo for the Y and Y because of the spikes on it. Same goes for the antlers for Pokemon X because of the top. Yeah.
Except you would have expected it to be an actual X because they both look like Pokemon mascots for Y because they both have the Y shape. But no, they couldn't have made an X-shaped Pokemon. They had to have something Y be the mascot for X. Inception.
Well, Xerneas, in his eyes, there's an X-shaped glint to them. So, yeah.
Well, they're wrong.
So basically, we've talked about the starters, the legendaries, and the battle camera. Now, one thing I'd like to mention is that from the start of the game, they won't do what they did with Black and White. You won't only be able to catch Pokemon from the new region. You will actually be able to get Pokemon from everywhere, like they did with Black 2 and
So
White.
I can have a Finnegan and a Vulpix!
Maybe.
Dead go.
But yeah, now, the trainers, apparently, this is just my thoughts on it, they look like they could be customizable, since there's, in the trailer, it shows a mirror. Brett, hear me out. It shows a trainer looking in the mirror. So, see, it's a possibility.
Maybe it's just like somebody putting makeup on.
Or it could just, I doubt the male trainer would do that.
What?
Or it could just be part of the intro in the game when you first start out, since it looks like a bedroom screenshot.
Now, I want to say something. I have been waiting freaking forever for there to be another Pokemon XD Gale Darkness, Pokemon Coliseum sort of game for the 3DS, because when it came out, I was like, hey, they're probably going to make a 3D Pokemon game, and they're going to stop making stuff for the DS. No, they made 2 more games for the DS, or 1, and completely disregarded the 3D elements until now, which I am a little irritated about because 3DS came out 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago. So I am excited for this because I am such a huge fan of XD Yellow Darkness and Coliseum. Not saying I'm gonna LP him, but maybe. Just saying.
Now, also another screenshot from the trailer, you see the trainer running around, kind of like how you would on routes. Now, the camera, from what it seems like, is set from a view behind the trainer, which it's not completely 3D, everything, like not everything, but a lot of stuff is still pixelated, which I like in my opinion.
I don't like it.
Why not?
Because I like XD Yellow Darkness and Coliseum where everything is at least smooth from a distance.
Well, these are smooth, they're not chunky pixels.
Chunky.
Now, this is a guess. Now, a lot of you people may think this or know this. It seems like this place where you are now, this region, is going to be based off of Europe, because also in the trailer and this screenshot, it shows the male trainer running forward towards the camera, and in the background a tower that
There's
looks
an
like
angry mob of Europeans chasing him.
No, in the background there's a tower that looks a tad bit like the Eiffel Tower. So the new region may be based on Europe. There's also a desert area shown in the trailer, and it's got some buildings.
Which could be Egypt.
Could be. So,
By the way,
basically-
Casey, Bandicam can only record for 10 minutes, and we are at 9 minutes, 11 seconds.
Oh, well, we could always do a 2-part.
We could.
We should do that.
So I guess I'll stop the recording here, and then...
We'll pick up when we resume.
Okay. See you guys, and we're back. And with me I have...
Me, Nova.
Probably didn't even
What?
do another intro, but... Let's do it anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so we are back now. Hopefully you clicked on this video to continue from where we left off. So basically, also about the
Or I
3D
can just
style-
combine the 2 videos in Windows Live Movie Maker. We can do that too.
Anyway,
the new 3D style, it allows for a lot more detailing on buildings, which you can tell in
Because black and white
screenshots,
sucks.
etc. They didn't suck. They were good.
Yeah, but it was
Now-
2D. So.
Basically, in another screenshot, I'm guessing it's the female trainer, and it looks like she's running from a
An
man.
angry mob of Europeans.
And in the upper right corner, there's a statue, and I can't make out much. I can at least see a lurk, and I think a palpitate. That's all I can make out there. There's also some forest pictures that you see, which, and you can swing on vines now. So, get your Tarzan on, people.
Oh,
And
wait.
start shouting at the top of your lungs.
Yeah, riding on lily pads in black and white too wasn't enough. They had to make you Tarzan.
And there's also some more gems this time, as usual.
No, I liked facing Cypher so much more than facing Gems.
So, okay. First screenshot, there are two things that both look like gems. I think those are the entrances, and they have brought in a new guy to give you fresh water. It's sad. This guy looks younger though, and he
What?
looks like he's wearing a suit.
What? Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember him. He's Clyde.
Yeah. So, and basically, another thing. Now, this looks like a spider. I don't know if it's part of a gem or something. If they have another insect type gym leader though, that would be quite a bit in the past few games.
Well, they had, let's see. They had Bugsy in the second generation. Don't think they had it in the first. They had, they have a bug type in the third generation.
Hold on, I'm gonna run through my head real quick and think. I don't think they. Wait, wasn't there a bug type person in the Elite Four?
No.
Aaron.
No, that's fourth generation. And then they have that really creepy guy, Berg, in
Black.
fifth generation. And then they may have another one in this generation.
Yeah, and then and this is honestly my favorite. Basically, it shows some kind of. Now this is a really. It's like the middle sort of picture.
Okay,
He looks
repeat that. You cut out.
Okay. Basically, next screenshot is my favorite because it looks like a giant room. Now, if I say that, it's because the trainer, he's in like the very center of the screen, and he looks like an ant, people. A freaking ant. Anyway, so basically, it looks like there's giant pillars that look like they're shooting out fire, and I think I make out someone in a chair.
Bowser's Castle.
Yes, Nintendo's going to start making cameos in Pokemon.
I actually heard they're gonna make a Star Fox Metroid Fusion Saga game.
Well, did you know that in Super Mario RPG, you can see Samus and Peach's bed?
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah. So that means that out there, when Luigi and Mario were gazing up at the stars, they probably see Metroids attacking and ravaging a planet.
By
And
the
they
way,
probably also...
we're almost out of time. So.
Oh, well, they probably also see Popstar, where Kirby lives. Yeah, just saying.
We're running
So
out.
that's all we have today, people.
Finnegan is the best, Chespin is a close second, and Froakie is an oak man.
Froakie looks cool.
He's okay. Well,
Froakie is awesome.
this has been Goldenshroom. We will see you guys next time. Stay golden and keep on burning. Or, I don't know. See you.
It's keep blazing, people.